All right, fellas, I finally got this thing. It's not done, but it's gonna be done enough because I'm just a couple areas in there where it's still starting to, the metal, you can hear it when you run over a burr or a sanding roll. You can hear the metal start to sing a little bit, so it's getting too thin. I've already broke through in a couple of spots. Again, I did up here in this one, and then I did down here. One thing, comparing this to the Torker again, or the Victor Jr., see how the ports run down, then it kind of makes a sharp turn. Where the Victor comes down, it's got a nice sweeping turn all the way down. That's a lot better, but this one, I think it'll work for what Rod's doing. Victor Jr. might be better, but this thing, I don't know what it weighs now, but what it weighed before I started. I should have weighed it. But right now it weighs 12.2 pounds with that stuff on it. And this weighs 15.8. Granted, this has got, you know, all the little plugs and sensors in it and the rails supports, but so this is 12.2 pounds. And like I said, I broke through down here. And at first I was kind of scared because I thought I wrecked it. So I flipped it over, and normally there would be like a big, what they call a heat stove under here for the exhaust gas that comes up here to heat the bottom of the intake manifold, so the fuel, it's for cold operation. So I got my buddy with a plasma cutter, we cut that off and I smoothed it out, and I made these little things to go on there. So I'm going to have the welder guy weld these on tomorrow, and what that's going to do is seal that off, block that off, so then this will be, that'll be open until to put this on it. This is going to keep the hot oil off the bottom of the intake. Oops. This actually does fit pretty decent, but it's just cosmetically unappealing. It looks, which means it looks like garbage, but it'll work. That's the main thing. So I left a little notch here and here so you can weld it down, and then up here the same at the front, and it'll be secured, and it'll keep hot oil off the bottom of the intake, and it'll go fast. So that's essentially it. I don't like welding it, or porting this, because the plenum here is twisted, so you got like a different entrance to each runner. So these two runners on each side here are a little bigger than the ones on the ends, but there's just not enough material to make them all the same size. At least they're bigger than the outlet to the head, which is what they weren't when I started. So it should run faster, I hope. I'm pretty sure it will, but it's just not the way, the architecture of the intake is just not optimum compared to this one's a lot better. But, you know, when a car runs in mid sixes and you hear it's naturally aspirated and it's got a 302, and you expect to open the hood and see that, and you see this thing that's probably older than most of the people looking at it, that's the pimp factor, I call it. So we're going to give this to Rod. I'm taking it to the welder tomorrow at my lunchtime, and then hopefully he can get it welded up, and then I'll either pick it up Saturday afternoon, or unless he gets it done tomorrow night, then I can bring it up there to the dyno day on Saturday. So that's all I wanted to show you. This thing's finally done. Like I said, it's not 100%. It's probably like 85, 90%, but that's as best as I can get it. So, but it will run better, I'm pretty sure. So we'll find out. We'll see what it does. All right, appreciate y'all. Later on.